So from the top, for after that, in the wisdom of God, the world by wisdom knew not of God. They didn't know. They didn't know because who they learning from have no wisdom. And here I'm gonna show you why. It pleased God by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. I'm gonna say that again. It pleased God by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe, because they're gonna teach you that Christ was a white man, that he had long hair, he had blue eyes, right? And he gave up his life for the whole entire world. This is the foolishness of preaching to our people, man, and our people will believe in it. Now, I've always said, that, right? If you try a little, you're different from those that haven't tried at all, right? Because now if you got people that want to believe in a Christ, that want to believe in a Savior, you know what I'm saying? And they do their best, and they try to, they try their best to be, good people on this earth. That's a plus, man, and I can't knock them for that. But what they're doing is they're being fooled by this foolishness of preaching coming from a so-called leader, a so-called person that's supposed to care for blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, who includes all people. You understand? And what they're doing is they're selling out. They're selling out, man. They having you come to church on a Sunday when the Sabbath is on a Saturday. Right? They're having you pay, give up all your money, right? More than 10%, right? This is foolishness of preaching, man, because you're supposed to give up 10%. They're asking you for 80, 90%, right? And God is just watching the foolishness, but he's pleased at it because he's like, you know what? You're trying, but you don't see that you're being fooled, right? And it says, to save them that believe. Now, he's going to let you feel a certain kind of way till he wakes you up. Now, when he wakes you up, that's going to be the turning point, or the boiling point, because now you're gonna fight and say, well, either Christ has no identity, or that's Christ right there, that white guy, right? You're gonna believe, when Eve got beguiled, right, in Genesis, that it was a talking snake. You're gonna believe, her and her husband Adam ate an apple, right? This is foolishness of preaching. Now, to break it down, you're gonna be like, nah, that ain't true. Right? I've heard that before. I hear it all the time, man. And I'm just like, God, man, I'm pleased, man, because I'm like, yo, at least they got some understanding of what's going on, but they don't have the full truth. Why? Because the foolishness of preaching, you know what I'm saying, coming from worldly wisdom.